In this unit, we're going to be learning to do contour line drawings and micro calligraphy. So I'm going to walk you through the steps right now of doing micro calligraphy. So a contour line drawing is just a drawing that just has simple lines. It doesn't have shading or color. It's just the outer edge of things. So you're going to start out by doing a contour line drawing of an object or a person. So it could be, for example, I did a coffee cup. It could be a self-portrait, or it could be someone in your family or a celebrity. So you would start out by doing that, okay? No shading, and try to pick objects that are have interesting lines in them. So if I were doing a coffee cup, this is a better example than, say, if I did a coffee cup that was just like this. Because even though it's a contour line drawing, it's a line drawing, it's not a very, it doesn't have a lot of interesting lines in it. But this has kind of the texture on the sleeve, all these lines here, the kind of aroma of the coffee coming out. So that would be a better choice. Once you've done that in pencil, you're going to retrace all your lines in a Sharpie. Because, and by the way, I did this particular drawing, I did on the very light scrap paper, because this is just, this is not like a final drawing, okay? So do this on the light paper. Then, once you've retraced it in Sharpie, you're going to go over to the light table, which I'm going to put on here for you right now, and you're going to place this on the light table, and then you're going to get a nice heavy piece of oak tag paper. You can see it's kind of showing through. So then, super, super, super light, you might not even be able to see this on the video, it's going to be so light. I want you to retrace every single thing that you drew in the Sharpie. Okay, every little tiny line. Now, the reason why it's so important that you trace everything really neatly and really, really lightly is because you're going to wind up having to erase these lines after you add your micro calligraphy later. So I'm doing this kind of quickly, but really take your time and do it nice and slow and nice and light. Okay, super, super, super light. Okay, so now I have my very, very light drawing there. So I'll put that aside. So now I can put my light table away. And now I have on my final paper just my little lightly drawn line paper. So now I want to think about what kind of words I want to put in there. So you can put song lyrics, you can put words that you feel like relate to that. You can put the name of the item, the name of the person. For example, if you were doing a musical artist, you could do lyrics from their songs. If you were doing an athlete, you could do the name of their team. So what I'm going to do is on those lines, I'm going to super, super tiny just write the words. So let's say I wrote coffee. Now you could do this in script or in print, but it's very important that you do this with really nice handwriting, because calligraphy is the art of writing. So it should be nice writing, so really tiny. If you look at the example that I have here, where I wrote busy, 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 it's bigger writing, it doesn't look as good. The tiny, tiny writing is what really looks, if you kind of squint your eyes while you look at this, it actually looks like lines, okay? So you would do all of your lines, and that is micro calligraphy.